Hello, and thank you for stopping by to yet another edition of the Massachusetts Whiskey Reviews. This is Thomas Metal 75, and this is your Massachusetts Whiskey Reviews. And today we have a highly sought after bottle of Texas whiskey that when I saw it on the website and at the store of Total Wine, I knew I had to buy this one. This comes from Ironroot Republic, and it is their cask strength flagship brand, the Ironroot Harbinger. And it is a Texas straight bourbon whiskey distilled from grain at Ironroot Republic in Denison, Texas. And this is edition 230, and it's aged 36 months. That Texas weather really rapidly ages whiskeys as compared to the aging process due to climates in places like Kentucky and Scotland. Pertinence on this particular bottling: 57.5% ABV, 115 proof, non-chill filtered, and their website for the Ironroot Republic says they utilize for the grains purple corn, bloody butcher corn, flint corn, non-GMO yellow dent corn, and rye. And at the time of the review here, it is still $50 at Total Wine, and that's what I bought it for. So good value overall, I would have to say. Let's get it in the glass, see what she's all about, shall we? Let's do the cork pop, shall we? Tight cork. Oh. Synthetic cork. All right, let's put it in the Glen Karen, shall we? I didn't really care for the bourbon initially, but as the bottle has gone down, my opinions have changed. But let's see what I think of it today. I will also be putting it on the 10-point or the 100-point rating scale for looks, aroma, taste, mouthfeel, finish, and value. If you've been to this channel, you'll know what that's all about. All right, so the looks and aesthetics. This bourbon is super dark. It's got a super dark mahogany, almost chestnutty kind of color there. A lot of legs. Look at those legs forming, and they're slow to roll down. So that's going to tell me great texture and mouthfeel. And I like that they said it was 36 months aged. What else can I tell you? This flagship bourbon showcasing heirloom corns bursting with complexity. We are a family-owned whiskey distillery that employs French brandy techniques using local and heirloom corns to create distinctive whiskeys from scratch. Our philosophy is heavily influenced from or by the history of our town, where TV Munson famously saved a French wine industry from flyoria. I don't know what that word is. Using Texas iron grape roots, forever linking cognac and bourbon. All right, Denison. All right. So, nice packaging. Nice legs. Let's give that a 7 out of 10. For the looks and aesthetics, could be more information on the bottling about what is in there, but I like that it says 36 months aged and 230th edition. All right, so the aroma. Definitely get a lot of cherry sweetness. Definitely get the cinnamon red hot candy that I did get from the reviewing of the Still Austin cask strength. Very similar in that regard. Some people say dusty corn from Texas whiskeys. I can see that. Spicy. I'm getting that rye, herbal, minty kind of a note to it. A woodsy note even at 36 months. A little youthful. Not too bad. Not super hot on the nose either. I just got some toffee and caramel. Yeah, very spicy, cherry, woodsy, cinnamon red hot candy. and dusty corn and grain. Nice aroma overall. Nothing too complex. There's not a lot of complexity of stewed fruits or really depth of darker fruits and plums or raisins or anything like that. I'm going to give that a 17. I like that it's not singeing my nose hairs. All right. Let's go to the taste of the Ironroot Harbinger. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah, dusty corn. Definitely, I can understand why people use the dusty corn to describe whiskeys from Texas, like Ironroot Harbinger. Definitely the red hot cinnamon candy sweetness. And that grain complexion and that wood. The wood note is almost like fresh wood. It's almost very fresh wood. There's some of that rye mintiness that's coming out. There's definitely a mint sensation or cooling in the finishing aspects to the whiskey. It's definitely sweet. There's no shortness of sweetness, which is good. It doesn't particularly burn for 115, which is nice. So taste. Maybe a touch of a chocolatiness to it. Or a malt, or not a maltiness, but I guess there's a little bit of chocolate and some light vanillas. But yeah, I like that. I don't think I like the taste better than the Still Austin Cast Strength, but I'll give that a 17. Why not? How about the mouthfeel? Let's assess the mouthfeel. It's definitely got an oily viscosity to it. Is it creamy? No, but it is thick, almost syrupy-like. It really does a great job of coating the palate. I'll give that an 18. I think it coats the palate nicely, and it has good viscosity. Finish. Let's get some water here and talk about the finish. That fresh wood note and rye spice is really coming out. Maybe this fresh wood note thing that I'm getting is more to do with it being 36 month aged, not having that great amount of time out of the barrel or from the barrel. A bit of, I guess that is a bit of the youthful graininess. And I get a rye spice. There's a sweeter vanilla. Perhaps. And yeah, the rye spice lingers on. And you can really feel that's where you can really, truly start to feel the 115 proof. Doesn't fall off of a cliff necessarily, but I would say there's not a lot of complexity to me in that finish. Although the finishing flavors are good, they're a little short and one-dimensional in rye spice, mint. So, it's good. I'll give it a 17. Doesn't take you on any joyride or doesn't take you off a cliff. So good. Well, it doesn't fall off a cliff in the finish. Let's talk about the value. 50 US dollars for a cask strength bourbon. I think if you can find cask strength bourbons like that Smoke Wagon Desert Colt that I reviewed recently at $35, give these things a try. I think anything under 50 is a good value. I'm going to give this is really good value for what it is. I would suggest buying it even at its $50 price point. I'm going to give it a... I'll give it a 9. Why not? I think there's a lot of value and upsell to this bottling. So, we gave looks a 7, aroma a 17, taste a 17, gave the mouthfeel an 18, we gave the finish a 17, and we gave value a 9, which brings us to an 85 out of 100 for the Ironroot Harbinger. Not too shabby. I believe the Still Austin that's by far better, but the Still Austin got either a 90 or a 92. Go check out that review on the channel. I really think that that's one of the best whiskeys I've ever tasted. But yeah, this does everything that I'm accustomed to with a few very small sample set of different Texas whiskeys that I've had. I always tend to get that cinnamon red hot candy flavor and that youthful grainy dusty corn note that everybody talks about, which is what I think I was calling that that fresh wood note. A little bit of toffee and caramel there too. I like that as it sits in the glass. Definitely a lot of sweetness and a lot of rye spice in the back end, in that finishing flavor. So you gotta like sweet, and you gotta like that rye spicy kind of a punch in the background too. I don't know how much rye they're using, but it is prevalent in the whiskey. Nice stuff. Pour it, let it sit in the glass for a little while, and you will not necessarily be disappointed unless you are not a fan of cask strength bourbons and that flavor profile of Texas whiskeys, or something that's got a little bit more of a youthful tonality to it. But it matures. The whiskeys in Texas, they do mature a little bit faster thanks to climate. So this probably would have been, I don't know, between 4 and 7 years, maybe, if it was done in Kentucky. But, 85 for the Ironroot Harbinger. 57.5%, 115 proof. If you've had the Ironroot Harbinger, this cask strength version, let us know in the comment section below, and let us know what you thought. And let us know in the comment section below as well what your overall thoughts are, if you have any, on Texas whiskeys. So until next time, keep tasting those great bourbons and whiskeys out there. Cheers. We'll see you soon.